The WNBA playoffs 2025. Minnesota Lynx versus Golden State Valkyries. This is the preview. Let's get into it. Now, one of the things that we know about the Minnesota Lynx is that they're a good team. They have been at the top of the standings for the most part. They have won 34 games and lost 10. That says a lot. They have had experience of going through the playoffs and getting to the finals. In terms of their history, they've made 15 playoffs. In the past 10 years, they've had 9 playoffs. They've won 9 series and 2 championships. 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2017. Those are the times where they won championships. The Minnesota Lynx come into the playoffs with a little chip on their shoulder, you could say, or maybe some revenge they want to get at, they want to scratch, you could say. Last season, they played against the New York Liberty in the championship game, the finals. And what happened was there's some talk that the refs were leaning more towards the New York Liberty, and they did not do their job well, which cost the Lynx their win. So the Lynx are a little salty about this still. So they would love to probably play New York again, I'm thinking. But you know what? Whether it's New York or whatever team it might be, they want to be in the finals and they want to win the championship. Now, there are factors, X-factors to them winning. Let me just rattle off a couple things for you here. Collier, she scores 23 points per game. Williams, that point guard, she scores 13.9 per game, 6.2 in assists, and she's had 55 defensive steals. Hiedeman, 9.1 points a game. Shepard, rebounding, 7.3. Shooting, 63.8%. Smith, 80 blocks. McBride, 14.9 points per game. So you see, they have people on their team that can shoot the ball, that can steal the ball, that can shoot from the perimeter and the internal under the key. They can shoot from anywhere on the floor. They play with confidence and they have skill. Prior to this playoff season, in the regular season, they played against the Valkyrie and they won 72-53. Hiedeman had 21 points, and that was off the bench. So not only do they have their starters who are able to get points, but they have people coming off the bench who can score 21 points. That is significant. Problems areas could be if there are teams like, say, New York with their bigs, or say with the Dream and their bigs, that might be a problem or a factor for the Lynx to get off track. If they're having problems getting to the basket, if they're having problems because some of their opponents have a higher defense than they do, it could throw them off. But there's not much that can throw them off. Now, the Valkyries, they're a expansion team, inaugural 2025. And They're the first expansion team to be in the playoffs in the same year that they came. So that's great. They have people on their team that can shoot buckets, three pointers, and in the paint everywhere. The thing with the Valkyries is they're very aggressive and they have grit. They see themselves as a family. They see themselves as fighting for each other to be in that winning position. That mentality will take them far because they're cohesive. They've come together as a group, they've come together as a team, as a family. You have Burton, who's 12 points per game. Rebounds, you have Salon, 5.1, and her shooting is 11.5 per game. Zandalacini, 10.6 per game. Burton assists, 6 points, 6.0. Steals, 1.1. Blocks, zero point 0.6, zero point 0.06. Rupert, 9.4 per game. Fagbinley, 7.4 per game. So you have people who can shoot buckets on the Valkyries team. And they will go after it, and they are quick on the floor. Not as quick as some teams, but quicker than others. The problem with the that might occur for the Valkyries is that their offensive play is down. Some could say they might have the worst percentage, 41% in the league. That can change any given night. As far as injuries, in the last game that they played against the Lynx, Rupert didn't come back to finish the game. So we're not sure what happened with her. But to my knowledge, at the time of this taping, they don't have anyone except for Tiffany Hayes, who has a knee problem, and Thornton, who's out for the rest of the season. They've also lost 2 games that they played against the Lynx, and they've lost their last 3 games in general. So the question is, who would win in this matchup? If we look at the percentage, we look at the scores, we look at what has happened in the regular season, most people will say that the Minnesota Lynx will win against the Valkyries. But I will not count out the Golden State Valkyries because this is the first time that they've gotten to a playoff. This is the first, they are a new expansion team, and they're doing a lot better than most people would think they would be doing at this point. And so they could be fired up. If they're fired up, guess what? They have a high percentage to maybe do something and go after it and win the game. We'll see. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section regarding this matchup. I believe that it's going to be a fight on the court. And I believe that it's a game that we will not get tired of watching. It will be activity, it will be intense. My name is Barbara, around the WNBA and other sports. Now's your time. If you haven't already, subscribe. And until next time, peace and blessings.